Saying things people already know out loud is tight.
Get out of my head!
It's cool to know other people think about this stuff too.
This is...
Hey! If you don't stop, I will contact the usher.
What's up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, pitch meeting. This is going to be a very, very interesting watch. I have a very weird relationship with this movie. When it was announced, I was at the highest of highs. I thought, this is it. This is DC finally doing a crossover that we've been wanting to see. And then we started seeing more of the trailer, and I was still pretty on board. And when the movie came out, it felt so bleak, I guess. A lot of these DC movies feel very bleak, and it just seemed so joyless. That's what really bugs me about these movies. Not that they need to be, winking at the camera and having jokes and stuff every 5 minutes, but just the characters just seem to have so little joy, and they were just all so broody, which is, I think, DC's downfall, making their characters too broody and making their stories too dark. Like, you can overcorrect, and they certainly did that with this movie. With that being said, seeing the Snyder Cut of the Justice League, it gives Batman v Superman an entire different spin. So after seeing the Snyder Cut, I went back and watched Batman v Superman again, and I enjoyed it 1,000 times more than I did the first go around. So, weird relationship with this movie. I'm very excited to hear what Ryan George has to say, because I feel like I've felt the entire roller coaster of emotions with this movie, of being a fan to really thinking it wasn't that good, to saying it's shit, to saying it's actually pretty great. I've been all over the map with this one, so let's see what Ryan George has to say.
We're bringing Batman into the DCEU. That's right. And I was thinking, everybody's already kind of seen Batman's origin story. Oh yeah, everybody's seen that like 1,000 times. Exactly, so I figure let's do it again. Oh, yeah, but this time we'll do it super slowly. Ooh, slow motion? That is so cool. Yeah, you like slow-mo? Oh, yes I do. In fact, let's use it in all the scenes, every scene. Oh, really? Every scene? Yeah. I mean, the script is already kind of long. I feel like that might extend the runtime to
every scene?
Over 3 hours. Well, we could just cut out some scenes at random then. At random? What if some important stuff gets cut? Even better. What do you mean? Well, if people want the movie to make more sense, they can pay for an Ultimate Edition. Oh, that's smart, right? Or maybe evil? No, it's smart. Okay.
Okay, good fucking point. When they announced the Snyder Cut, for example, I was so fucking skeptical, a little bit pissy about it, because I was like, wow, they had Hallelujah as the soundtrack to the trailer announcement for the Snyder Cut, and I was like, wow, way to pat yourselves on the back for fucking that up in the first place, guys. Like, I don't like DC when they do keep putting out these Ultimate Editions that have things that really do hold the story together a lot. They've so many pacing issues with DC movies for some reason. I don't get it.
I gotcha. So anyway, what happens in the movie?
And it is evil.
First off, Batman is mad at Superman because when Superman was fighting Zod in Man of Steel, somebody close to him got killed. Was it Robin? No. Alfred? Nope. Lucius? Well, who was it? It was Jack. Who's Jack? He works at Wayne Enterprises as a financial advisor. Is he like from the comics or something? No, I made him up. Gotcha. Anyway, we're gonna have Lex Luthor orchestrate a plan to get Batman and Superman to fight each other. Oh, Lex Luthor is in this. Yeah, but this isn't your typical Lex Luthor. How so? Well, he's young, he has hair, he likes candy, and he makes really high-pitched Mickey Mouse noises like Oh, so he's like a toddler. No, he's like 30. Wow, so what's his plan? Oh, it's super simple. First, he has to find out the secret identities of Batman and Superman.
Okay, yeah, Lex Luthor's plan was very fucking convoluted, but, making it an origin of Lex Luthor, I'm fine with that, because it's gonna send him on a crazy power trip, into madness, really showing how fucking pathetic he is. I think allows for more character growth. But I don't think we're going to get to see that now anyway.
Then lure Lois Lane to Africa to interview a rebel general, but then sabotage it by outing a CIA operative named Jimmy so they can capture Lois and Superman shows up. Then he has to make sure all the rebels get murdered and that Superman gets blamed for the whole thing. Also, he has to make sure that someone from that African village will lie to Congress about that.
Why would Superman shoot people?
To force feed candy to a guy and ask Congress for an import license because he wants to use kryptonite to make a weapon in exchange for access to General Zod's body, and also he needs to steal Zod's fingerprints. Then, since Batman brands criminals for some reason, Luthor will hire other inmates to kill those criminals in jail because that'll make Superman want to investigate Batman instead of doing his actual job, which is to cover football for the paper. Then he has to send some crazy stuff in the mail, then invite both of them to the same event and introduce them to each other in a very excited and suspicious way, even though there's no real reason to be introducing Bruce Wayne to low-level journalist Clark Kent. Then Lex has to blow up the Capitol building via a rigged wheelchair and a former Wayne employee, so people will be mad that Superman didn't stop the explosion somehow.
This is reminding me vividly of all the things that I really didn't like about this movie.
Assumes that this will send Batman over the edge, and luckily for him it does. Then Lex will access the Kryptonian spaceship for his backup plan of combining his DNA with Zod's body to make a giant monster with alien science or whatever. He'll call that thing Doomsday, kidnap Lois Lane, kidnap Superman's mom, tell Superman to kill Batman or she dies. Then hope that Superman doesn't explain the situation to Batman and that they just fight each other. Oh.
That's the plan.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Cool. Yeah, so instead of explaining the situation right away to Batman, Superman will be like, Bruce, I gotta talk to you. Bruce, listen. Listen to me, Bruce. Bruce, this is important. Bruce, I'm gonna say something important. And so then they fight. Yes, they do. For a couple of minutes. Very cool. But then Batman finds out that Superman...
Great fight scene though. I did enjoy what they did with them beating the shit out of each other and Batman in that. So that was like taken straight out of The Dark Knight Returns, and loved it. One of the things about this movie that I loved immediately.
They do. For a couple of minutes. Very cool. But then Batman finds out that Superman's mom has the same name as his mom. That makes them stop fighting? Yeah, because it makes Batman realize, oh, this guy has a mom. He can't be that bad. Every concern I had about this super powerful alien is gone. Interesting. And so they're gonna team up to fight the giant Doomsday monster that Lex somehow knew how to make. How does that go? Well, they manage to kill it, but Superman dies in the process. Oh, well, I mean, he's not really dead, right? Of course not, obviously. But we will spend a long time pretending like he is. Even though nobody's gonna buy that. Cool, so listen,
Yeah.
we also have to kind of use this movie to set up the Justice League film. Is that gonna be hard to shoehorn in there? No, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Really? Yeah, actually way ahead of you on that one. Batman is gonna meet Wonder Woman at Lex's party. Oh, why is she there? Because. Gotcha, and they're gonna go on kind of a side quest to uncover the other heroes? No, but what they will do, and people are gonna love this, is send each other some emails. Why are people gonna love that? Well, think about it. What is the big thing missing from the modern superhero movie? I feel like you're gonna say emails, but emails. People want to see superheroes email each other. All right, I mean, you seem really excited about emails. Oh, I am. Great, well, I hope people share your excitement. Yeah, so these emails are gonna have attachments of video files showing the other heroes. You know what? I guess that is pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's much more efficient than taking the time to set up these characters before jumping into the big team-up movie. Oh yeah, Marvel wishes they thought of an email scene. Oh yeah, they're kicking themselves. So what do you think of the movie overall? Doesn't matter. What do you mean? Look, we have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman in the same movie. We could do anything we want and everyone's gonna love it. Oh, really? Listen to me. Everyone.
Not quite everyone. The movie is not without its flaws. DC, their level of destruction and violence is just so inflated. It's hard to really relate to the, I don't know, it just takes you out. It's such a out of this world kind of experience, whereas I feel like with Marvel, when it comes to destruction, it all feels fairly localized and a bit more relatable and that kind of thing. And instead of this gigantic thing that's just wiping out, you know, entire fucking cities and laying them barren, even though there was quote-unquote nobody on that island or whatever it was. And DC did an absolutely shithouse job of setting up the Justice League. They're exactly right. They wanted to just quickly shoehorn in all these characters without actually introducing them to the audience, and then they expected it to be a success. And maybe they were onto something, because, like I say, the Snyder Cut, even though it's a, you know, much longer cut than what would have gone into theaters, was a great movie, and it did set up a very interesting DC universe. It was a pivotal movie in this series, and it's a shame that the Justice League got butchered the way it did, and, you know, we ended up with what we ended up. So, yeah, with that being said, Black Adam just put a trailer out as well, which, where does that fit in with all these characters in this part of the DC universe? It's so confusing now. I love DC, I love these characters, I definitely love Black Adam, can't wait to see that one, but it's just so disorganized. Like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, there's too many different people making decisions at DC and Warner Brothers, and I don't know, it shows. The final product shows as the years go on. You see that there's no real connection between their movies. Maybe the Flashpoint paradox will be the device they can use to correct all the timelines, similar to how Days of Future Past did that for the X-Men franchise. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Did you like it the first time around? What did you think about it after you watched the Snyder Cut of the Justice League? I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for checking this one out. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Save Martha!